Just how far can you really push a rogue's potential in the new D&D 2025 rules? That's the captivating question we're settling into today for a chill, insightful deep dive.
It's a fantastic question, and the updated Player's Handbook really throws wide open. We're inspired by an article from LitRPG Reads that digs into some genuinely powerful rogue builds, designed specifically for this new rule set.
Yeah, the rogue has always been a fan favorite, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Agile, resourceful, that knack for finding a way.
Totally. They just shine in and out of combat. Endless possibilities for, creative problem solving.
Absolutely, and the new 2024 Player's Handbook builds on that, bringing a fresh breadth to the class.
Yeah, we see refined mechanics, streamlined features, modernized subclasses, and significantly increased customization. Updated feats, revised backgrounds.
Right. The core identity is rewarded, but with more tools and clarity, really boosting quick thinking and adaptability. So our mission for this deep dive, we're going to casually explore 5 standout builds from that article. Concepts they highlight as, well, truly harnessing the potential of these latest rules.
Offering compelling ideas and some serious mechanical punch. We'll look at how they leverage the rogue's core, how subclasses and feats kind of twist those mechanics.
And what that actually feels like for you at the table. How it changes your approach.
Precisely.
Okay, let's ease into the foundation first. Sneak attack. This is, and remains, the rogue's core damage spike.
Exactly. It's all about precision and setup. To get that extra damage, you need a finesse or ranged weapon.
Right. And hit a creature you have advantage against, or when an ally is distracting them, like within 5 feet.
And the target can't have disadvantage against you.
Right.
So precise timing, careful positioning, smart setup, still absolutely central to making sneak attack land.
And feel impactful, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the absolute game changer, cunning action.
Oh, this bonus action is transformative. A bonus action, that quick extra thing you can do. Cunning action lets you use it to disengage, dash, or hide.
Which means near effortless battlefield movement and avoidance. Just slipping around.
Mm-hmm. And the 2024 book brought some clarifications, making these actions even smoother. Less friction, more flow.
Making sure a rogue can always reposition or just disappear. Rarely caught flat-footed.
You got it.
So you take those powerful core mechanics, sneak attack, cunning action, and the article shows how subclasses and the revised feats really unlock synergistic potential.
That's where the magic happens. Linking the familiar with the new. Subclasses add narrative hooks, mechanical layers.
And feats, those special talents you pick as you level up, amplify specific capabilities.
Right. The power comes from the interplay. Class features, skill proficiencies, especially with expertise doubling that bonus.
Feats, equipment. It allows for truly potent and unique builds.
Exactly.
Speaking of unique, the first build highlighted is the Phantom. Ghostly precision indeed.
Yeah, the Phantom weaves chilling mystique and the power of spirits into their rogue craft, connecting with the dead.
Sounds dark.
Well, mechanically, it's more about tapping into borrowed knowledge and spectral abilities.
Okay, here's where it gets really fascinating. Whispers of the Dead. The article highlights this early feature, and it sounds incredibly versatile.
It genuinely is. At the end of every short or long rest, you can gain 1 skill or tool proficiency for the day, borrowed from a spirit.
Wow, okay. That flexibility is profound.
Right. Whatever weird check the DM throws at you, obscure history, a specific tool, you potentially have a ghost friend whispering the answer.
And the article points out its rich roleplay potential too, using these borrowed echoes for insight, secrets.
Or even channeling spectral intimidation. It's really neat.
And combat isn't limited to one target. It becomes a spectral spectacle with wails from the grave.
Exactly. When you deal sneak attack damage, you pick a second creature within 30 feet. They take half that damage as necrotic damage.
So the single target rogue suddenly hits 2 enemies.
Yeah. It's a fundamental shift in combat role. A skirmisher who can spread the pain.
Plus they get Ghost Walk, briefly becoming incorporeal.
Right. As a bonus action, that quick extra action, you can become incorporeal for a moment.
To drift through obstacles, slip from a grasp without provoking an opportunity attack.
Dramatically enhances infiltration and positioning in a pinch.
The article outlines key strategic insights for playing a Phantom effectively.
Like using Whispers of the Dead proactively, thinking about what you might need.
That 30-foot range on whales is crucial too, right? Positioning after the first hit.
Absolutely. And using Ghost Walk strategically on short rests for scouting or bypassing stuff.
Feats like Observant or Skilled amplify that adaptability.
For sure. Dexterity is priority 1, obviously. but decent wisdom or intelligence helps leverage those borrowed proficiencies.
Expertise in stealth and perception. Classic rogue goal.
Always. Backgrounds like Haunted One or Investigator fit the flavor perfectly, and the article specifically recommends a ranged weapon.
Right, range.
Makes it much easier to trigger whales from the grave from a safer distance.
Ah, makes sense. Short rests are valuable for recharging Ghostwalk.
Definitely. And there's potential party synergy with spellcasters dealing necrotic damage or fighting undead.
So what does this all mean for you, the player, when you're playing a phantom under these new rules?
You're embodying this blend of strategic flexibility and supernatural prowess. You're constantly adapting your skill set.
Session to session, even rest to rest.
Yeah. In combat, you're not just a single threat. You spread the damage, always chilling, always potentially where they don't expect you.
Sounds perfect for players wanting that enigmatic, versatile character. Good at mysteries and spectral combat.
Exactly.
Okay, shifting gears entirely from spectral shadows. The Swashbuckler. This feels like a rogue charging right into the limelight.
It really is a bold redefinition. Agile, charming, fearless duelists who kind of laugh in danger's face.
The 2024 updates lean into this dueling bravado.
They do, making them even more distinct.
And it starts with fancy footwork.
Correct. Make a melee attack against a creature, and that creature can't make opportunity attacks against you for the rest of your turn.
Build for hit and run. Dart in, strike, retreat without penalty.
Yep.
Which opens the door for rakish audacity, a huge feature for solo play.
This is arguably the defining feature. Adds your charisma bonus to initiative rolls, get in the fight faster.
Nice.
But more importantly, it lets you deal sneak attack damage even while dueling one-on-one, as long as no other creatures are within 5 feet of you besides your target.
So no need for an adjacent ally. That makes them incredibly self-sufficient for sneak attack.
Totally.
So charisma, usually a dump stat for many rogues, is suddenly crucial here.
For the Swashbuckler, yes, absolutely vital. Enhances social interactions and those initiative rolls.
Blurring the line between combat expert and party face.
Exactly.
Well-
Lead negotiations, charm guards, use that smile like a weapon.
The article lists some pointed tactics for mastering the Swashbuckler flair.
Maximize dexterity, obviously, but invest heavily in charisma right alongside it. Rapier or scimitar fits the style.
The mobile feat sounds fantastic here. Gliding through combat, avoiding opportunity attacks even before fancy footwork.
Yeah, it stacks really well. Dual wielder is solid too. Feats like Lucky or Inspiring Leader lean into that confident nature.
Core tactics. Use fancy footwork for safe melee, rakish audacity for solo sneak attack.
Pretty much. Invest expertise in persuasion and deception, you are the party face.
Backgrounds like noble or entertainer. Thematically perfect.
Right. Prioritize initiative to use that charisma bonus. And don't forget acrobatics for those flashy stunts the article hints at.
So what does this all mean for you as a Swashbuckler player in D&D 2025?
You command attention. You blend showmanship and combat expertise like no other rogue.
Perfect for players who relish being the party's face, seeking those pivotal moments.
Yeah, seamlessly switching between brilliant combat maneuvers and charming social dominance. High energy, high flair.
Very cool. Okay, from the confident duelist to the discreet infiltrator with a magical twist. The Arcane Trickster.
This is where rogue panache meets arcane magic's versatility. The rogue for players who love layers of deception, creative spell use.
Solving problems in ways no one expects.
You got it.
And here's where the article really highlights something unique. Mage Hand Legerdemain. This isn't just the basic Mage Hand cantrip, is it?
No, it's significantly enhanced, becomes the heart of their unique interaction style.
Subtle thefts from a distance, remotely disarming certain traps.
Exactly, or creating distractions with its unseen presence. It expands how you interact with the world from a safer range. And a cantrip, remember, is like a spell you can cast anytime, no spell slot needed.
Right, and getting access to actual wizard spells like invisibility and dispel magic, that's huge.
It dramatically extends your problem-solving toolkit. Solutions a mundane rogue just doesn't have. Bypassing barriers, escaping magically, foiling enemy plans.
So intelligence becomes vital here, unlike most rogues.
Absolutely. Intelligence fuels your spell effectiveness and bolsters skills like investigation and arcana. It supports clever solutions, those never-saw-it-coming moments.
Spell selection is key then. Illusions, enchantments for deception.
Exactly. And maybe some utility or abjurations to counter threats. You pick from the wizard list.
The article lists some particularly clever combos this build enables.
Oh, yeah. Using Mage Hand Legerdemain to, lift keys off a guard's belt or trigger a pressure plate safely. Classic.
Invisibility for bypassing obstacles, setting up ambushes, escaping.
Huge. Dispel magic for getting past magical wards or shutting down enemy buffs.
Booming blade cantrip plus sneak attack sounds like a nasty melee combo.
It really is. Hit them, make them regret moving. Minor illusion for instant cover or distractions.
Taking magic initiate for a familiar. For scouting.
Yeah, or delivering touch spells. Enchantment spells like Charm Person open up social routes. Vision obscuring spells like Darkness may be combined with cunning action to hide inside.
Lots of synergy. Boosting intelligence alongside dexterity is key.
Definitely. And integrating cunning action with spells cast, then bonus action hide adds tactical depth. Feats like Alert or Keen Mind fit the style.
So what does this mean for you as an Arcane Trickster player?
You thrive on adaptability, on cleverness, weaving spells and skills inventively.
Masters of unpredictability, turning challenges into opportunities for unique plays.
Totally. It deeply rewards imagination, lateral thinking, a touch of audacity, perfect for players craving surprise, versatility, and magic-infused solutions.
Next up, the Assassin. The name alone tells you the playstyle. Lethal precision.
It does. Embodies precision, patience, overwhelming force, the build for premeditation, the surprise kill.
Fits right into campaigns with intrigue, espionage, targeted strikes, and the 2024 rules hone this identity.
They really do.
The keystone feature is Assassinate.
This is what it's all about. Attack a creature that's surprised. Any hit you make on your first turn is an automatic critical hit.
Roll damage dice twice.
Yeah.
Combine that with sneak attack.
Yeah.
Massive damage spike.
Potentially takes out a key target before they even act. Makes initiative and positioning incredibly important.
And the updated infiltration expertise features an expanded use of disguise kits. Help you get into position.
Exactly. Enhance your ability to blend in, gather intel, close in undetected. It's not just the kill, it's the careful approach.
Success requires more than just high damage, though. It's strategic.
Absolutely. Reconnaissance, planning, teamwork. It's a playstyle for patient tacticians who can flip an encounter in one decisive moment.
What are some key optimization strategies the article points out?
Strike first. Alert feat is almost mandatory for initiative and avoiding surprise, maximizing assassinate.
Observant or skulker for scouting and staying hidden.
Good choices. Keeping poisons ready, maybe with the poisoner feat, adds another damage layer.
Use ranged or finesse weapons complementing infiltration. Master deception, disguise kit, stealth.
Non-negotiable. Collaborating with allies using spells like sleep or hold person to guarantee surprise is huge.
Create ambushes with cunning action. Boost perception. Gear for stealth or crits.
And always, always have an escape plan. Backgrounds like charlatan or spy fit perfectly.
So what does this all mean for you as an assassin player in 2025?
The playstyle hinges on discipline, waiting for the perfect moment, then acting with overwhelming force.
Every encounter, a tension-filled puzzle. Setting the perfect trap.
Exactly. It rewards players who savor high-stakes gameplay, balancing blending in with that explosive impact.
Yeah.
When it works, oh, it's satisfying.
Key things are, okay, finally, the Soulknife. This brings something truly different. Psionics.
Yeah, a captivating change of pace, blending rogue sneakiness with strange psychic powers, creating blades of pure mental energy.
Feels subtly alien, unpredictable.
That's a good way to put it. Offers a unique kind of flexibility.
And the article really leans into the psychic blades.
These are core, conjured at will, used in melee, or thrown up to 60 feet.
Versatile, and psychic damage is less commonly resisted.
Right. And since they appear and disappear, you're never technically armed when you don't want to be. Very sneaky.
And psionic power adds a unique resource management layer.
It does. You get a pool of psionic energy dice, spend them to augment ability checks, add psychic damage to attacks, recover from setbacks.
Adds a tactical layer, deciding when to spend that limited boost.
Exactly.
Telepathic communication also unlocks fascinating strategies.
Game-changing for an infiltrator or scout. Silent coordination, relaying plans, sharing observations, distractions. All silent.
Supports a different kind of stealthy coordinated team play.
Totally. Makes you an ideal scout or manipulator.
Building insights the article emphasizes for the Soulknife.
Use psychic blades flexibly melee, thrown. Spend psionic energy dice judiciously on critical checks or saves.
Rely on telepathy for silent comms.
Definitely. Feats like resilient, wisdom, or telepathic fit well. Dexterity first, but decent intelligence or wisdom helps with psychic enchant skills.
Plan resource use. Expertise in stealth, deception, insight.
The classic infiltrator package, enhanced. Backgrounds implying secret societies or psychic research work great.
Using thrown psychic blaze from cover is a classic tactic mentioned.
Combining punning action with psionic boosts adds depth. Look for psychic magic items.
So what does this all mean for you as a Soulknife player in 2025?
Offers a genuinely captivating change of pace. Encounters shaped by resource management, bold psychic strikes, silent comms.
Rewards those who like a blend of familiar and unknown, reliability with twists.
Yeah. If you enjoy magic-adjacent powers tied to resource management for clutch plays, you're the party wildcard.
Okay, let's unpack how to decide amongst all these fantastic options. The article helps with that, right?
It does, because the rogue class in D&D offers, well, unmatched variety and flexibility now. They adapt so fluidly.
Selecting isn't just picking cool features, it's finding the playstyle that keeps you energized.
Exactly. Are you the tactical mastermind, the improvisational charmer? Do you crave social intrigue or solitary shadows?
The article gives comparisons, how builds excel in direct damage, utility, stealth, social stuff.
Right. Magic psionics, resource management, solo effectiveness, team synergy. It helps map mechanics to how you like to play.
And they also mention considering the campaign tone. Gothic horror, swashbuckling, heist, high magic.
Yeah, different builds just naturally fit certain tones better. Adds to the narrative cohesion.
It really comes down to finding your personal fit, connecting your preferences, the kind of story you want, to the mechanics.
That's the core of it.
So if you love mysterious backstories, adapting on the fly, maybe the supernatural, phantom.
Could be. Crave the spotlight, high initiative, banter. Swashbuckler's probably calling.
Clever magic, mischief, how they do that. Moments. Arcane Trickster.
Calculated risk, patience, the perfect plan. Assassin.
Psychic powers, resource management for clutch plays. Soulknife.
You got it.
The core takeaway is that a well-chosen build elevates your engagement, deepens encounters, sparks new ideas.
Worth reflecting on what excites you.
So, final thoughts on rogues and the 2024 rules.
The new rules absolutely cement the rogue as one of the most versatile and flavorful classes. These 5 builds really showcase the variety and depth available.
That adaptability feels like the class's greatest strength now.
It is. Core features are robust, clarified. Subclasses offer potent mechanical twists and compelling narrative hooks. You can truly tailor your rogue.
To the campaign, the party, even reinvent yourself as you grow.
Exactly.
And leaning into the mechanics and the themes is crucial.
Yes, absolutely. Embracing the Phantom's haunted air, the Swashbuckler's confidence, the Trickster's cleverness, the Assassin's patience, the Soulknife's mystique. Playing into those themes makes the mechanics shine, makes your character memorable.
Party composition and campaign style should always influence the final build choice.
Always. Whether you want to be the Master Scout, Disarmer Negotiator, or the one driving plot with high-impact assaults, rogue subclasses have you covered.
So much room for creative expression and mechanical mastery.
Yep,
It genuinely sounds like with these new core books, it's never been a better time to build a rogue.
I think that's right. Embrace the challenge, relish the flair, get ready to shape the campaign world.
Here's something to think about for your own game. How could the specific flavor and mechanics of your chosen rogue uniquely challenge traditional expectations at your table?
Yeah, like, could a Swashbuckler handle stealth by charming their way past guards? Could a Phantom use different psychic echoes?
Think about how you could surprise everyone, maybe even your DM, with unexpected capabilities.
That's the fun part.
A big warm shout out today to LitRPG Reads and Kira Mensa for the insightful article that really inspired this deep dive.
And a friendly nod to Paul Bello, a fine fellow indeed.
We'd absolutely love to hear from you. Share your own favorite rogue builds for D&D 2025 or memorable rogue gameplay highlights in the comments.